So as you follow the path around, you come to this bit where you got the police investigation centre here on the left, which goes up over that way, and then to the right you've got the headquarters over this way, and it's Martlesham Heath is where it's at. So yeah, it's quite a big area, quite a big site. Got a marked vehicle down there. Got a couple of marked vehicles down there actually. Got one parked up on the right facing towards me, and then you've got one on the left there as well, parked up, which looks like a dog unit on the back of the rear window there. There's a sign saying the carriage dogs, so you've got a dog unit there. So yeah, it's quite an open site here. I think I'm pretty much going to be able to walk around quite freely, and keeping eyes out for signs that say no unauthorised access. I haven't seen any thus far. So I'm going to try and find where they keep all the marks. I've not had any other issues. So it's a bit bizarre really, because that's where I was when I first came. There's the other side of that fencing down there, and these are the first two vehicles that I saw. But why fence it off down that end if you can just walk in and walk around? It seems rather pointless, to be honest. It's got another dog unit down this way. Yeah.
You alright, fella?
Not bad, thank you. How are you?
Just checking what you're doing.
Pardon?
Just checking what you're doing.
Having a look around. Cool.
Does anybody know you're here?
Pardon?
Does anybody know you're here, matey?
You know.
Yeah, I know, but
There
did
you
you
go.
just check in? It's just that
Pardon?
it's police premises and
Yeah,
it's
so I
all
can
private
keep your
round
distance. Sorry,
here.
it's just I can hear you from here. That's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? Sorry.
Does anybody know if you checked into the reception, just let them know what you're doing?
No, I'm not going in any buildings or anything.
No, I know, but you're walking around, aren't you? And we're concerned.
Yeah.
Well, for you as well, see what you're doing.
Oh, you don't need to be concerned for me. I'm all right.
Yeah?
I'm fine. Yeah. Obviously, it's just no different than walking around
Yeah, but I
a
think
street
it's
or a
private
normal
all
car
round
park.
here, hun.
Pardon?
It's all private round here.
There's nothing like restricting
You know?
any access. There's no signage or anything saying like authorised access only. I've been keeping an eye out for any signs. I'm not going anywhere that
No,
that any
appreciate
signage
that,
says
but
I'm not
we've
allowed
got
to
just
go.
We've also just got to make sure if there's people
Oh,
that
there
are
we go. See?
walking around.
Here's a car. See, this is what I'm saying. I
Yeah, no,
can look after
brilliant.
myself. If a car
If you
comes,
get
I know
run
how to
over, You
move.
normally find that it hurts you.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, you don't like to do
know?
that too often, too
Yeah.
much. But
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm alright. I'm good.
Oh, so you're from around this way, are you?
No,
You're not?
no, just travelling around and thought I'd come and have a look and.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Were
yeah.
you sort of on holiday of some sort, or you just sort
I just
of checking out Norfolk and Suffolk?
yeah, pretty much just taking some time out and just riding around. I've got motorbikes, so just ride around and stop at places that I find interesting. And so we've got a police headquarters here, so I thought, oh, come have a look.
Right.
What's happened to that car? Obviously, it's been in an accident, but
Yeah.
I mean, your mechanic's going to have to be very skilled to fix that one.
Yeah, I think you're going to need a little bit more than a little bit of...
It's going to be,
Yeah.
it's going to be a bit more than a lick of paint, that one, isn't it?
Okay.
But yeah.
Rightio. Do you go around many police stations? And that?
Go all over the country doing all sorts.
Do you?
Yeah, all sorts of different places.
Oh, right. So what do you do then when you've done it? Because if people that go around to different places and take photographs of, like, because they want fire engines and things like that.
Yeah. So I've
Is that
literally
sort of what you do?
that's all I'm doing is walking around, finding different marked vehicles. So I see, also you got the dark.
All right, this one starts off deceptively calm, But don't get comfortable just yet. Today, we're at Suffolk Constabulary Headquarters near Ipswich, a massive site, multiple units, marked vehicles, and what appears to be surprisingly open access. Our auditor walks in, calmly observing, checking signage, and doing exactly what the law allows, documenting what's visible and accessible. But here's where it gets interesting. This site has gaps, literal and procedural. Signs say private road, but don't clearly restrict access. Officers pass by, and most don't even question him. That's where the tension builds. Because in audits like this, it's not the immediate confrontation you need to watch. It's the delayed one. The moment when someone decides, actually, this shouldn't be happening. And when that moment comes, everything changes. Stay with this, because what starts as a peaceful walkthrough quickly turns into a sharp legal clash over power, policy, and what officers
Can't be round here, so I'm going to ask you to leave, please, bud.
Okay.
We've got lots of things to be doing.
I thought this was going rather nicely, and now you're just coming out with
these guys have a
this.
nice chat with you, but
Yeah.
I've got work to do. These guys have got work to do.
That's fine. You crack
I
on.
was only stood here with you,
From
I'm
what?
very politely asking you
Okay.
to leave.
From the conversation that we've had, right? Well, you haven't. This is the first thing that you've actually said, but from the conversation I've had with these two, do you feel like I'm any sort of threat? I'm here for any nefarious purpose,
No,
or I'm
the area
any
that you're in at the
danger?
moment is where we park our armed response vehicles and our traffic cars, and that doesn't need to be going on the internet and onto YouTube. So I am going to ask you to leave.
So what if I just stand out by the entrance with them all coming in and out
That's fine,
instead?
that's not an issue.
But then I'm still getting the same
No,
vehicles,
because
aren't I?
You're still in a secure area, and I don't want to leave.
Well, if
you
it's
wandering
secure, then
around here.
secure it then, isn't it?
Well,
I'm sorry, but if you're going to be an
well,
asshole, then you're going to get the
ask-
asshole side of me. I was being very nice to
Me
these
asking you
two.
to leave, that is that secure part of that area.
Well, it's not
You're
though.
in the police headquarters. I'm asking you to leave our site.
It's not very secure though, is it? If you're saying it's a secure
I
area,
agree with you.
secure it.
However, that is then me coming out as a police officer, dealing with you and asking you to
Okay.
leave.
Who are you, sorry?
PC 1823 Perrier.
1823 Perrier.
Yes.
And you're based here, are you, at
Yes,
headquarters? Okay. And if I politely refuse to leave, what's the next step?
The next thing will probably be to force you to leave.
In what way?
Prevent a breach of the peace or other powers that I might consider utilising.
How am I breaching the peace? What requirement am I meeting of breach of
At
the
the
peace?
moment, as I've explained to you, and as I've politely asked you to do, you're in a secure area of a police station that you cannot be in.
And how does that specifically relate to breach of the peace? Because there are certain requirements for you
There
to
are,
utilise
yes,
breach of the
you're
peace.
correct. And
So
at the
what part of that relates to a breach of the peace?
I'm not going to talk law.
Exactly. No, exactly. Because you
but
don't
where
have
you are
have the
is-
requirement to
all
use
I
that
ask
power.
you to do is to leave.
Exactly.
Okay?
So
Because
I'm
you're
saying-
disrupting our
so
local
you're
activities,
saying
what
if
we're
I
doing.
politely refuse, so then I'm
Yeah.
civilly trespassing.
Yeah.
You're going to make up a power to use.
That's not
To,
what I
that's
said.
what you said. You said you're going to use breach of the peace or whatever else you can. So you're just going to
Whatever
try and
other
find.
powers I consider to use is what I said.
Yeah. And what other powers can you use for a civil trespass?
I'm not here for a test, mate. I'm just asking you. To
No,
leave.
exactly,
I've
because
got other
because
work
you
to do.
don't
I've
have
got
any
other
powers
things
under
to do
civil
than dealing
trespass,
with
do you? You don't have any powers under civil trespass.
Stop trying to catch him out. Just out of
Just-
being
I
do
know.
what I asked you to
I'm not
do.
trying to catch
We've
him
all
out,
got
but if he's
work
going
to
to
do.
throw around
Yep,
legislation, then go do your
We've
work.
all
I'm
got-
sorry, but you've been very polite, and I'm not trying to be rude
Yeah,
to
but at the
you.
moment, I can't do that
shouldn't
because
be
you're
here.
here.
Well, you
That's the issue.
can.
No, I can't. I can't leave you wandering around this area.
So out
maybe
of
it's
the
responsibility.
6 other people that I walked past, one other person that asked me if I'm okay, and I said, yeah, I'm fine. You seem to be the only person here that has an issue with it.
Well, everybody else has got an issue with it. The only person that's told you that is me.
Well, nobody else is. I mean, everybody
And I-
else. Everybody else.
Here, this is where things get really telling. The auditor is walking freely through what is supposedly a secure police site. There are marked vehicles, even a dog unit, yet there's no clear signage preventing pedestrian access. That's a huge detail. In law, clarity matters. If access isn't explicitly restricted, it creates a gray area, and that's exactly what audits like this expose. Even more interesting, staff members walk past him, and most don't react at all. A nod here, a smile there. No urgency, no concern. That tells you something about how this environment is normally treated internally. It feels open, almost casual. But that casual atmosphere is exactly what's about.
You asked me to leave. I was not trespassing.
Did I say that you were?
No, exactly. So therefore, if there's no sign saying no unauthorized access, it's fully open. That means the public have right of access.
I'm not going to discuss
Okay,
that with
so
you.
no,
All
let
I need you to
me
do is
finish what I'm
I've asked you
saying.
to do.
Let me finish what I'm saying. So if I go then film inside a window and film something that's on a computer, and I haven't been asked to leave, and I'm not trespassing, the onus is on you to
That's
keep
it.
that information safe, not on a public not to see
The
it.
point is irrelevant, isn't it? I've asked you to leave
Okay,
twice now.
right,
Okay, so that's what I need you to do. Because I've explained to you, I can't do the work that I'm doing
right,
because you're here.
okay. Well, you can.
No, I can't.
You can.
I can't leave you here unsupervised.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
No, it's a you problem.
How is it a me problem?
Because you're disrupting me and doing what I need to do.
I'm not though, am I?
You are.
Did I come and approach you?
Your simple presence is enough.
So it's not your job to deal with people trespassing on your site, is what you're saying?
Well, it's everybody's job.
Well, there you go. So I'm not
Well,
disrupting you from doing your job,
well,
am I?
that's
Because
exactly
this is part of your
I've
job
asked you
then,
to
isn't
leave.
it? So I'm not disrupting you from doing your
You are.
work. This is part of your work.
You are, because I'm here dealing with you. At the moment, I'm dealing with somebody who's been detained in the police station, who's going to be there longer because I'm dealing with you.
Well, go deal with it. There's somebody
I
else
can't,
here,
because
isn't
I'm
there?
dealing with you.
If you look,
That's the point.
everybody that's allowed to be around here will have some form of this. Some people get visitors, tags as well.
Fair enough. And who are
know,
you? Sorry,
so
are
that's-
you a constable, are you?
No, I'm not.
No, you're
I
not.
was
Okay, no
many
worries.
moons.
Oh, were
At
you?
this age, are you having a
Oh,
laugh?
I don't know. I've seen
But
constables.
yeah,
all sorts.
so everybody you'll see, like the gentleman just walked past here, visitors. So just shows that you need to have permission to be round here.
But that
honey.
really needs to be better
know.
signposted, and doesn't it,
We'll
or
take that
fenced
on board,
off, or something like that.
what
See,
this officer has
this is how
said is
it's done.
right.
This lady's being very civil, very more courteous, much more polite in her explanation, rather than just being blunt.
I
That's
think
what
the
you are. You're a
officer-
blunt
the officer
instrument.
was
Politely to leave,
nice, He
mate.
was nice right at the
But
beginning. But
you weren't. You just came out
know.
straight with a directive.
If you want to go to the main bit, as you said, that bit when you go out, that bit is all problems because you get people that go through and there's a footpath that goes down that way. That bit's absolutely fine. So if you want to stand there and take whatever pictures you want,
Okay.
more than welcome.
If I carry on down that end of the site, there's nothing the other side of the site. There's no exit or entrance down that
Yeah,
end
you
of the
need
site.
to go that way and you need to go right.
Is
to go
there an
back
entrance
out.
or exit down that end
There
of the
is
site?
nothing there, honey.
There's no
there
entrance
is
or exit
nothing,
down there. No. Okay.
No,
Interesting.
so we just need to make sure that you go and you go onto that bit, and then you can stay there for as long as you want.
Before the storm. Multiple staff members have now seen the auditor. Some acknowledge him, one checks if he's okay, but nobody challenges his presence. That's crucial because it establishes a baseline. At this point, he's not perceived as a threat. He's just a guy walking around, observing, filming. And that's where the contradiction begins to form. If this area is truly secure, why is access so relaxed? Why is enforcement so inconsistent? These are the exact questions that will come back later, and they're going to hit a lot harder when the tone changes.
To come to a decision.
Yeah, actually, to be
before
fair, you're doing
anything
really
else
well.
goes, you know.
To be honest, you're really good at negotiation
This
and stuff
officer
like
is
that.
good as
I mean,
well.
he's not. He's just carrying out
No.
blunt directives like a blunt instrument that he
No,
is.
he was quite. He was nice to you to
I asked
start
what
with.
you
I
know,
did
I
ask
asked you
you.
politely to leave, buddy. Okay, I'm a busy man. I've got lots of things to do.
Well, crack
and me
on.
politely asking you to leave the secure area of the police station, I don't think
Okay.
is a massive ask.
Well, you can politely ask, and I can politely decline.
Just to reiterate point, earlier on he said there's no sign saying don't come in or anything.
Uh huh.
What way did you walk in?
Just through that way down there.
Around that bend there?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's two signs that say private road.
Yes, yeah, there are.
I know they're not legally it says private road.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a private place.
Right.
Yeah. There's also another sign that says all visitors must report to reception. Again, it's not necessarily like a
But-
legal requirement.
yeah, I'm
However,
not-
if you want these guys to stick to the rules,
Sure.
that are clearly there for reasons, then maybe you should.
If they would want to.
So go and report to reception, get a pass from them, visitors pass. Happy days.
But then see,
Why not follow that simple
because
rule?
the visitors must report to reception will be like, if I'm visiting, say I was coming to have an appointment with this constable.
No, that's not what it says. It says
Well-
all visitors. You're a
Right.
visitor, aren't you? You haven't been invited here. You're a visitor. You're visiting the site.
Yeah.
For
Okay,
whatever
fair enough.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to reception, tell them what you're here for, and then if they give you full access, then happy days.
If they do, they'll give you visitors.
Yeah. And then that
at least
way
when
we
you're
come
walking
up and
around,
The thing
you've
is, to
got
do that,
visitors.
I'd have to surrender my name and details and everything to be able
I
to
don't know
get a
what you'd
game
have
now.
to do.
You would.
You
They're not
probably would.
just going to give a visitors pass to somebody who's not willing to.
Probably not,
hand
because
over their
generally in
ID.
life you have to give something to get something. Yeah?
Somewhere.
And at the
some ways.
moment, all you're giving is not a lot, and you're getting a reaction, which is ultimately what you guys want.
Not really. I'd like to. I mean, actually, no. You're right.
Without being rude
no,
about
you're
it.
right. You're right. I do want a reaction.
know you do,
But what I
I know,
want is a
I know.
polite and friendly
Of
interaction. The
course
way
you
that we
do.
were talking,
Yeah, I know.
because the way you approached me was
But
very
the polite
friendly.
and
The way you
friendly
approached me
reaction
was very
doesn't-
friendly.
Doesn't go where it
No,
isn't.
exactly, and that's what you're going to get from me.
I know what
When
this
somebody
is.
comes out with "What's your name?" Leave the site, and like without
almost
and
you'd
the way
expect that,
you
wouldn't
said
you?
it was
I asked you what
very
your first name was, so I knew what to call you, sir.
well.
I asked you for your first. I didn't ask you your full name,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I knew that would be an issue for you.
Yeah.
Because it's not my first rodeo, okay? Just so I can politely refer to you by your name, I asked you what your name
Well,
was.
you refer to me as sir, as you
As
should, but
I've
that's
explained
fine.
to you, I'm a busy man, I've got lots to do, can't be stood here
And we
doing
have
this.
as well.
You know, these guys have got driving courses
We
that
can't
they're
just
doing.
leave you walking around.
As you can appreciate, we can't just leave people walking around
It's
the
funny, that
police station.
it's funny that 6 other people did before you guys came, though, isn't it?
Down
You
to
know,
them, isn't it?
exactly. You know,
Maybe they should have challenged you.
I
Asked what
just-
you're doing here and guided you to reception to
I mean-
report as a visitor.
and they could have said, "Hi,
Which is
what are you
what
up
we're
to?" And I
doing.
said, "I'm just here making a video."
First real interaction. And notice the tone. Friendly, curious, almost conversational. The officer isn't aggressive, he's engaging. He asks questions, even relates to the idea of photography and visiting different locations. This is what good policing looks like. Calm, human, and non-confrontational. But listen carefully, because underneath that friendliness, there's an important admission. The officer acknowledges that this is technically a secure site, yet also admits the lack of proper barriers has been an issue for years. That's the contradiction. It's open, but shouldn't be. Accessible, but labeled secure. And that contradiction is about to turn.
You can and can't go anywhere that's gated, anywhere that's locked. Don't try and get through it. Fine.
Or anywhere you've been asked not to be. or
Yeah,
told
but
not to
again,
be.
it's nowhere that's locked. It's nowhere that's
Yeah, but
gated
anywhere
or
you've been
fenced
told
off.
Not to be or asked to leave is that not the same?
But again,
If we're talking trespassing,
Yeah.
Because even if you go and climb over the fence, is that necessarily a?
if it was entirely fenced off, that would actually be illegal under the Vagrancy Act. But because this isn't an enclosed site, that doesn't apply.
Right.
So there are differences actually. Yeah. So this just becomes an issue of civil trespass right now because I have been asked to leave, and that's all it is.
So
And it's a
then be
civil,
polite about
but
it,
it's
be
a
decent
civil
about
issue, isn't it? It's,
So does that mean you shouldn't abide by it?
I mean, it comes down to the individual, and you know, like I said, I don't plan on spending all day here.
no, you don't.
I just want to finish getting the shots of the vehicles, and I got some really interesting footage of that smashed up vehicle, the different coloured units that you got. You told me a bit of information about that
And ultimately,
one.
you're not seeing a lot in theory. If it's just about vehicles, you're going to see them on a public road, aren't you?
Yeah, but then I can't like crouch down, get the angles that I want to get the pictures that I want, because I do like doing the photography side of it as well.
So then people need to be aware that you're here. So that the organisation needs to know you're here, don't they?
No, not
For
really.
your safety, health and safety, isn't it? They need to know who's on site,
Right. But then,
and so that people can be aware, so that you can be supervised, because you might stumble into something that you shouldn't be seeing and doing.
well, again, and that comes down to my argument of it needs to be more secured. Then, in my
when
opinion.
you've been asked to leave, you leave.
But then, all right. So
What's the difference between having a
okay.
gate in your way or somebody saying you're not allowed in?
Okay.
There's no difference.
So because I've been asked to leave, right? I could have already seen things that I'm not supposed to
Yes, you
see,
could, yeah.
and I could have that on camera. I could do whatever I wanted with that.
Yep. Fine.
So it's potentially already too late.
However, now's your time to leave. Or stand at the main gate where the public have got access to on the public footpath.
Almost instantly, the tone changes. The same officer who was chatting casually now draws a firm line. This is a secure area. You need to leave. This is where audits become powerful. Because the auditor doesn't change, his behavior stays calm, consistent, and lawful. What changes is the officer's position. One moment, it's a friendly conversation. The next, it's an enforcement attempt. The question is, what actually changed? The answer? Perception, not law. And that distinction is everything. Asterisk.